Even in the face of defeat, modern BioWare shills can't admit to themselves that it's over for Dragon Age. Despite journalists endlessly praising the game as being as good as prime BioWare's output, it's been revealed that the game's pre-orders are 3 times less than Star Wars Outlaws and Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. The same Star Wars Outlaws which has been publicly torn apart for months and only sold around 1 million copies, causing Ubisoft to go into full complete panic mode.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening! Everybody stay calm!
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down!
This is about as bleak as it gets when it comes to a modern AAA RPG that's been in the works for a decade. Of course, there will be your usual copers on Reddit or Steam, or whatever, doing a variety of mental gymnastics that pre-order numbers don't mean anything and Steam charts are irrelevant. And of course, sales down the line will save Veilguard. Sales when a game first come out, just like anything else in the entertainment industry, is the most important measure for its success. Anyone saying these initial numbers don't matter are straight up lying. Every day in my comment section I have consumer addicts insisting that Dragon Age is going to be this huge success. And then I need to stop talking and I need to stop speaking the truth.
No, I don't think I will.
They will also blindly defend developers that openly resent them. Why is it that anyone that doesn't want to play a sloppy RPG is automatically a grifter? Is it the cognitive dissonance that comes from making franchises their entire personality? Anyway, let's have a look at why Veilguard defenders are on full-on life support. It's funny how drastically the goalposts have shifted in the last couple of years, and it's been very slow, so you might not have even noticed. It's gone from woke doesn't exist and shut the fuck up you chud to these games were always woke. This argument is brought up for nearly any franchise from Star Wars to Mass Effect, and of course our friend Dragon Age. Now they know they're being disingenuous, as being progressive 10 years ago or even longer isn't the same as forcing anti-human identity politics and gender propaganda into video games at the expense of any and all entertainment. If games were so woke back in BioWare's heyday, why were there attractive female characters with feminine characteristics like Bastila, Liara, and Ashley Williams, and masculine heroes like Commander Shepard? You can't, with a straight face, compare old BioWare games just because they happen to have gay people or strong women characters. Women characters and gay people don't automatically make something woke like Veilguard, and that should be painfully obvious. If the ideology in a game isn't serving the characters, the story, or the gameplay, there's a good chance it's compromised. Other major red flags are protagonists with Shrek faces, females with man jaws bigger than the Giga Chad, and a supporting cast that looks like they were just let out from a United Nations conference. Now for transparency, let's have a look at these pre-order numbers from that park place. We can crush any further delusions that this game is selling well, and that BioWare are so back. If I butcher this name, my apologies. Craig Skistmas, aka Stuttering Craig, the owner and host of the Side Scrollers podcast, revealed that his retail insider shared with him that Dragon Age The Veilguard has only received a total of 1,957 pre-orders between PlayStation 5 and Xbox. I mean, holy shit! Even for how bad this game looks, that is a shockingly low number. He wrote on X, between both the gold and standard editions and their 800 plus stores, they have just under 2,000 pre-orders between PS5 and Xbox. PS5 has 1,552 orders, and Xbox has 405 for a total of 1,957. A retail insider who manages over 900 stores also shared with that park place that these numbers are 3 times less than what Spike Chunsoft's Dragon Ball Sparking Zero did in the lead up to its release on October 10, 2024. The insider shared that Dragon Ball Sparking Zero had a total of 5,952 total pre-orders. There were a total of 5,538 PS5 pre-orders and 414 Xbox pre-orders. And yet you can bet your ass, even with this news out there in the wild, that BioWare shills are going to continue to defend the game, saying pre-orders never mattered and it's going to get Game of the Year, and you need to shut the fuck up and not voice any dissenting opinions. So piss poor sales aside, a hands-on from a surprising source, PC Gamer, a few weeks back was actually willing to be critical of its gameplay. It called the combat very slow and clunky, and the world was completely lifeless. Now this isn't surprising for anyone who's seen the trailers, but it still should be mentioned because people keep telling me that the praise for Veilguard is unanimously great, which is clearly a lie. And to make things even more cringe for the state of this game, a playtester for Veilguard was on YouTuber Nuri's channel and revealed that the game specifically makes the character non-binary and uses the term in a fucking fantasy setting. This clip is from her channel and she gives amazing Dragon Age rants, so make sure you go follow her too.
Okay, so the one thing that I was like baffled by it, the Kunari. When I was talking with her, first of all, you need to understand that this is fantasy game.
Yes.
Our words, it's different than their words.
Exactly.
For example, she told me that I am a non-binary person. How the hell that a fantasy game in like Thedas have the word non-binary
in there? Yeah, I've seen that. Like, they gonna finna. Like, what are you fucking doing? Why are you talking like
Seriously?
this? Oh my god. So the companion told you, oh, I'm non-binary.
Yeah, she said that I don't like men and I don't like women.
Now acceptance, as we know, is the last stage of grief and all. But maybe now BioWare Sims can find it in themselves to accept the inevitable. This surgical scar-laced nightmare made by trans freaks isn't going to be profitable. And why is that? Because we're all sick and tired of DEI trash infesting worlds that are supposed to be rooted in escapism. When Gamergate 2 popped off around the time of Suicide Squad in February, if I'm being completely honest, I never expected to see historical flops on the level we're seeing right now. Now, I'm not criticizing anyone who's a fan of BioWare when they made actual brilliant RPGs. I even sympathize with them still wanting to be good. But there comes a point where low-quality entertainment isn't worth wasting money and principles on. I remember myself being somewhat hopeful when the new Mass Effect trailer 3 years ago dropped, but that glimmer of hope has really been replaced with rage. With developers going on strike now or being fired and major companies being bought out and being consolidated, we're pushing back on liquid sewage that's been forced on us for far too long, and it's glorious. The video of early walkthrough footage of Veilguard shows that in place of an actual high fantasy RPG is a Zoomer Marvel fantasy, with dialogue that was fed into an AI prompt. BioWare thinks their customers are fucking animals, willing to accept any low quality garbage they're served and ask for more. Since the original Dragon Age Origins was often about hubris, it's fitting that BioWare's hubris has grown to the level of Emperor Palpatine's.